shop with me at this cool antique mall in Bend, Oregon called Iron Horse. It had an old time feel to it. I really liked the outside of the building. I could tell there's going to be some
Hi.
good stuff inside. So right when you enter, it feels kind of like the old school antique malls that are around years ago. Everything was kind of put everywhere, on the shelves, on the floor, on the ceiling. Everywhere you went, you saw items. They were kind of all mixed up. There wasn't really a rhyme or reason for putting stuff where they were. And that's kind of like the way I like antique malls. Prices varied. This I thought would be maybe $10, $12, but I guess it was worth something like $34. Some things I don't know why they're priced a certain way. Maybe it was very rare, very valuable. I don't know. I don't really specialize in those kind of pieces. I was on the hunt for vintage Barbie clothes, which is very, very, very hard to find, or vintage dolls. So that was kind of my motive for going to the antique mall. But I also love looking at everything there. Oh, this was cool. Crocodile bag or alligator bag. I'm not sure. I don't know the difference between crocodile and alligator bags, but that looked genuine. They only wanted $89, which I thought was pretty decent. They're hard to come by, especially in the Northwest. Probably can find them more in Florida. They're more prevalent there, newer ones and vintage ones. A lot of cute little pieces and figurines. Yeah, even stuff was on the floor. I mean, it was everywhere, which I kind of liked. I like the mix and match kind of feel of old school antique malls. I don't like it to be too organized. I like it to feel like a treasure hunt. Oh, this was so cute. Two little cupies hugging. I have several of those at home. I'm trying to resell. And they don't sell all that well. Maybe it's just not the style for them right now, but you never know. Something that cannot be worth money now could be worth a lot more money later. Just depends on the trends of certain vintage items. They had a lot of cute vintage clothes. A lot of glassware, of course. Every antique mall I've ever been to has a ton of glassware. Here's a lot of kids' books in there. It's kind of winded around. Some areas had some themes like Native American rugs and baskets, and there was a lot of 50s and 60s clothes. That was a cute doll there. So precious, even new with the tags. A lot of porcelain dolls are hard to sell, especially if they are newer, meaning 70s, 80s, 90s, and current. They are very difficult to sell. People usually want the antique dolls or the trendy, kind of rare dolls or Barbies. The red glasses, I tended to sell a lot of those back in probably early 2000s. They don't sell for me too well now, though, so I avoid them. There's a cute little pink depression glass piece. Again, those are harder to sell too. Oh, that's adorable. I love the 1950s looks. I don't feel like it's really in style right now, but I love it. Oh, look at the little side-eye dolls. Those were adorable. Lots of jewelry and silverware. I like everything that was out and open. I didn't see any sales going on, but that's okay. I was just there to look. Baby's plate. I feel like my kids would break a plate like that. They would throw it on the ground and it would explode. But that was before plastic. Everything was breakable back in the day, so babies had to be careful. Fun little baseball shirts. That was $45. So it must have been a rare brand. Sometimes those, like Ren Spooner, I think that's what you call it, Hawaiian shirts can be worth quite a bit of money. I hardly ever find them now. I think Goodwill pulls them and puts them online. They know about the brand now. Cute little glass pieces. I wasn't looking at anything really closely because I was on the hunt for vintage doll clothes. I was having a hard time finding them. I didn't want a lot of breakable stuff. I'm trying to avoid selling breakable stuff. If you know, you know. Oh, here's some fun 70s dishes. Oh my gosh, how fun is that? Even though I love statues, all the oranges and greens and blues. Actually, orange and yellow mid-century colors are really in style right now. That is kind of the trend right now. Now, this is what spotted my eye. Look at this beautiful doll. Everything in this box and the doll was $10. I picked this up. I loved it. She was in pretty good condition. I plan on reselling her and the clothes. Just got to think of what platform to sell it on. Either eBay or whatnot. I might get more for it on eBay. But it seemed like this dealer just wanted to get rid of this box of doll clothes and doll. They had crossed off the 20, marked it 10. Look at this Cupid doll. Kind of creepy, but super cute. Still looking for dolls. Old school clocks. I think my grandma had one of those clocks in her house back in the day. And this is almost like a museum. Look at all these old medicine glasses. All these medicine containers. These can be pretty collectible. It's interesting what they sold and how they packaged items in the medical field back in the day. I felt like this area was kind of going back in time, like everything was displayed kind of like a museum, so it was kind of cool. Looking at all these fun older items and stuff. And then there's some newer items sprinkled in there. Oh, Betty Boop. I love Betty Boop, but you don't see a lot of her that much. I remember seeing her a lot back in the 90s. Maybe people don't collect Betty Boop as much as they used to. But she is fun. Classic little head face there. Some blown glass. Probably Fenton. And you got the hobnail glass pieces. Again, all those items are a little difficult for me to sell, and I'm trying to get away from the breakables. Marbles, I don't know a lot about marbles, but I know the ones that glow can be worth some money. Buy it all. Please do not lean on glass. I think those are ice picks. They look like ice picks. Maybe to put in your Coca-Cola.